kind of gray Friday where I am, but I'm here for it. I am I'm excited to be here with you today. And I'm going to give you a quick just plug on what we're talking about, and then we're going to get into it. So we're talking today about how to visualize. How to visualize. Oh, pause due to poor connection. I hope we are okay. Let me know on Instagram if we are, let me know if we're okay. Sierra, good morning. Carol, right? Good morning. Cece, good morning. Oh my gosh, so good to see everyone. If you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, please pop me a comment so I know that you are here. We are talking today about how to visualize. And I want to know before we get into it, do you visualize? Do you feel like it works for you? Do you feel like you try and nothing happens? Are you like, I feel like it's a waste of time? Like, let me know. It's so funny. I was doing a podcast interview yesterday for a financial services company, and we were talking about just the importance of mindset in sales. And we were talking about visualizing, and they were asking the same question, like, how does it work? Why does it matter? Why would we focus on that? And so we got into a really good conversation around it. And I think there were a lot of like light bulb moments that came out of that. And I want to like debunk myths today about visualization. If you're bumping into any roadblocks with it, I want you to let me know too in the comments, because it's such an important thing, because you're actually always visualizing. It's just, are you visualizing what you want? Because that's what you're going to get if you do. Or are you visualizing what you don't want and you're worrying a lot? Okay. So let me just pause and check comments. Sierra is saying, I visualize a lot, but sometimes I feel like I get too attached to certain visualizations. So maybe I'm focusing too much on the how and not just the what. That's a really great awareness. And I would say that's very possible, right? And I usually go into it with that attitude of like this or something better for the highest good of all involved. Like, example, we like you all, I think if you've been watching for a while, you know, we're planning on moving up to Maine. We were actually going to move there this summer. That didn't pan out the way I was expecting, but we were like, we're still ready to move. So we moved to North Carolina, and we still are going to be in Maine next year. And there's a certain house that I'm like, oh, I know this is the type of place we want to live. Someone happens to be living in it right now, and I don't know if they want to sell it or not. So the way that I visualize is it's like, I see us there, but it's always like that or something better for the highest good of all involved. That if it's better for that family too, that they're out of that house by then, that's where we're going to be. Otherwise, I'm open to something better. So I hope that that makes sense in terms of like the openness. Carol is saying visualization helps to move toward dreams. Exactly. 100%. Jessica, good morning. Jen, oh, good morning. Good morning. I'm so excited you're in the 10K club. This is so just, it's going to be so good. Dr. Leslie on LinkedIn, visualizing is a method of building reality with confidence. I love that way of looking at it. I absolutely agree. Yeah. For sure. Michelle, good morning. So if you're joining now, I'm going to do we're going to talk today about how to visualize. So if you've got questions on it, pop them in the comments. I'm here to help. Before we get into that though, I want to do just a super quick update on Sedona. Okay. We are a week out from the early bird discount ending. So this is your time, my friend. If you've been hearing me talk about Sedona and you're like, I know I need to be in that room. I know I'm ready to be in the energy of women who are not messing around and are claiming what they want in 2022, and to get that next level business mentoring and life mentoring. You got 1 week left for early bird discount. Okay. And we are almost filled up on room block. We had 2 more get snatched up yesterday. So it's first come, first serve on all of this. One other quick thing to know about Sedona, and then we're going to hop into the conversation today about visualizing, is we've got a VIP offer for that, which includes a half-day small group intensive with me and the other women who are doing VIP the week before the retreat, where we're going to map out your whole 2022 business plan. We've got 6 spots left on that right now, and that's also discounted right now as an early bird rate. So it's $1,000 off of that for early bird right now too. So get it before the early bird discount ends next week. Okay. lisaarcher.com/Sedona to grab your ticket. So let me just come in and welcome Michelle. Good morning. Wendy. Good morning. All right. Let's get into it today with visualizing. Now I was trying to stay in the camera frame while I grab the book, and I feel like it's an awkward situation, but we make it work. Okay. So if you're joining for the first time, we are doing a Think and Grow Rich book study together, which has so many jewels and gems in it that we can use for really speeding up the results that you're creating in your sales, your business, and your life. So we're going to read like a paragraph or two from what Napoleon Hill says here. And I want you to really, like, if you're multitasking right now, I get it. Like, I'm thrilled you're here listening to this rather than to something else. But as much as you can, listen, take notes, and really soak this in, because what he's sharing here is so important. Napoleon Hill says, do not wait for a definite plan through which you intend to exchange services or merchandise in return for your money you are visualizing, but begin at once to see yourself in possession of the money, demanding and expecting, meanwhile, that your subconscious mind will hand over the plan or plans you need. Now, this is so important. And we talk about this a lot, right? When you're going for the big goal, you're not going to know how. But if you say, I need a full plan before I can take action, no, you're never going to take action, my friend. Here's the thing, and I'm actually talking about this on the podcast next week on She Sells Radio. I've got a solo episode coming out that I recorded this week about honoring your desires. And one of the things we talk about in the episode is you always have what you need to get started. And that's all you need, okay? You will always have what you need to get started, whether it's, you have enough to put a deposit on something. Maybe you don't have the full amount yet, but you've got enough for a deposit. Or you've got a connection that you can reach out to. Thank you for the hearts. You've got a connection you can reach out to that's like maybe not the ultimate person you want to reach, but they're connected to them. So you will always have what you need to get started, and you cannot wait for the full plan to appear before you take action. But here's the other important thing I want to pull out of what he says here: demanding and expecting that your subconscious mind will hand over the plan or plans you need after you start to take the action. So again, you got to take the action first, and then you can literally give your subconscious mind a command. Show me. And I did this. I'm going to laugh because I don't think she's on the live stream right now. But the other night I give my subconscious mind commands all the time while I go to sleep. And I gave my subconscious mind a command the other night. It was like, show me what else I need to do on my end to achieve our goals for Sedona, for Q4 revenue, yada, yada. And I had a dream of a very specific client who it was like, she wants to sign up for VIP. And she and I haven't talked about it. I don't know, but I'm going to reach out to her and see. Like, your subconscious mind will give you the ideas, the next steps, when you demand of it that it must. It's literally like your personal assistant that's there all day long to help you create what you're thinking about most. So that's why it's so important to guard your mind. And are you getting this right now? Like, is this really sinking in that you're always visualizing, you're always giving your subconscious mind something to work on for you? But are you thinking about what you want, or are you thinking about what you don't want? Because either way, it's going to hand over plans for you to get exactly what you keep thinking about. It's not, your subconscious mind is not going to save you. Okay. You've got to, as that higher level consciousness, okay, you've got to give your subconscious the commands that this is what I want, and I'm going to communicate what I want because it's what I'm thinking about and what I'm falling in love with. And I demand and expect that you're going to give me the answers that I need and the solutions and the plans I need to make this thing happen. But in the energy of demanding, Jen, by the way, on YouTube, thank you so much. The energy of demanding isn't like it's not an entitled energy. It's more like, here's what I'm requesting of you. Thank you so much for helping me make this a reality. I'm so excited to see this dream come true. And I'm so grateful that I know I can count on you to help me create the reality that I'm excited about right now. So let me know if this is making sense in the comments, because it's such an important tool that you're using all the time, but you may not be using the way that you could to really get the results you want in life. Patty, good morning. So good to see you. So this is so important too. Be on the alert for these plans. And when they appear, put them into action immediately. Now, this is critical. Okay. So when you're doing and every single morning, meditating and visualizing. This is so important. When you do that and you're really open and relaxed and you're just focusing on the outcome that you desire, you will very likely either during that time or right after, thank you for the hearts, have a flash of inspiration. Do this, like take this step. And this morning when I was doing it and I was meditating on my goals right now, it was a lot. It's actually been like all morning ideas that have been coming, but immediately it was like, these are some things I need to schedule in the calendar. This is something I need to ask our team to do. And I don't know where it's all going to go, but they came right after that meditation, that visualization of what I want to create. And that's what'll happen for you too. Does anyone have that happen? Let me know. Let me know in the comments, because if you're just meditating or visualizing and it's kind of the energy of like, oh, that would be nice. Like, yeah, that would be great. But, maybe someday, or maybe it's just not going to happen. Well, that you're not doing it right, my friend. You're not doing it right. So it's the energy of, this is my reality and I'm claiming it and I'm living it in my mind first, and I'm getting into the details of it and I'm so excited about it. And then as you step away from it, what are those actions? Like, what are the ideas that come? Take action on them, and take action on them as quickly as you can. You can't wait on this stuff. You can't sit on this stuff, because you never know. Like when I look at I've got my client, our group of clients right now for the 10K club and for She Sells in front of me. And it's like, as I look at your names, and so many of you are on here right now, so many of you are in this community and came about because of some sort of a flash of inspiration that was like, boom, do this. And you must act on it. You can't be attached to the outcome. This is critical, but you must act on it, because that is literally like whatever your language is, the divine source, God, your subconscious guiding you in the direction of that thing. You don't get to micromanage the process, but you do get to, the critical part is you have to take that action more with the energy of excitement of, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Let me take a moment and read comments. Jen, so there's so many flashes, hard to sort. Yeah, I mean, and that's great. Like, and I would just write them down. Like, that's why I always have a notebook by me when I'm doing my morning meditation and visualization, just to take notes on what comes, because then you can kind of sort it out later. But yeah, you can get a lot. Oh, Sierra, good morning. Wendy's saying, yes, clients, connections, ideas come so quickly when I get that mindset strong. Yes. And, I talked about this yesterday too, when I was doing this podcast interview for this financial services podcast, is like, when you're living in fight or flight mode, which most people are, like 70% of the time, in that stress mode, because you're paying so much attention to what's happening in the outside world, whether you're watching the news, whether you're scrolling too much on the gram, whether you're like just looking at your reality that right now is less than thrilling to you, your brain goes into fight or flight, and you literally switch off parts of your brain that would give you access to higher level ideas, inspiration, those downloads. Because when you're in survival mode, that's not when you're going to create, right? That's your time to close in, to shut off. So the neuroscience of this is that when you relax and when you get yourself in that reality already, of it already being done, and you match energetically the emotional state, the energetic state that you're going to experience when you're there, you open up these other parts of your mind, of your brain, that will give you these flashes, this inspiration, this insight. And your job is, you must act on them, unattached to what happens, but excited. It's all like an Easter egg hunt. Okay. Like a big Easter egg hunt. Jen is saying, can't wait to talk to you today about my flashes. Can't believe what I'm actually being told my inner being. It's so against the old me. Ooh, I can't wait too. I'm so excited for our coaching call. I can't wait to hear more. Yeah. You got me curious. So he says, when the plans appear, they will probably flash into your mind through the sixth sense in the form of an inspiration. Now, listen, this is so important, because do you dismiss the inspirations that you get? Do you just say, I'm probably just being silly. And a lot of this we learned growing up, right? That's why it's so important to me with my clients to do the inner child healing, because if you learned growing up that you thought too big or you were unreasonable, like you'll start to dismiss those inspirations. But those are that's the gold. That's the thing that's leading you to where you want to go. And you have to listen to them. He says, this inspiration may be considered a direct telegram or message from infinite intelligence. Isn't that cool to think about? Again, whatever, I don't care what your spiritual leaning is or what your belief is, but whoever your higher power is, you're getting a message directly from them of how to make that thing happen. Wouldn't you want to pay attention to that? Wouldn't you want to take action on that? Treat it with respect and act upon it as soon as you receive it. Failure to do this will be fatal to your success. Okay? So listen to that. And that's where we're going to end with this today. Treat it with respect and act upon it as soon as you receive it. So this is critical. It says failure to do this will be fatal to your success. When you get that download, when you get that inspiration, when you get that idea, act on it. Okay? Act on it now. And that's why you have to make the time we were on a group call for 10K Club yesterday, and one of the women was asking about just, how do I start to really like make time for this in the mornings? And I kind of want to just like jump into my emails and jump into doing things, that was me for many years. So I understood what she was saying, and maybe that's where you are now. But when we do that, we cut off our access to these ideas that are much higher level thinking. And you can have when you're connected to source. I love Abraham Hicks says this, one who is connected to source is more powerful than millions who are not. So if you want to bend space and time, which is a lot of what we talk about here in the community, if you want to get results that other people say, there's something you're doing that's not normal and not natural, this is how you do it. You connect with that higher level thinking, those higher level ideas, and you take action on them. They're not going to be busy pushing, efforting action, but they are going to stretch you in terms of your comfort zone. They're going to stretch you. It's going to be things you don't normally do, and you must act on them. Okay. Knowing that it will lead you to what you want or something better every single time. Okay. So that's it. Jen is saying, always push those thoughts to the side until I met you. Oh, well, you've got so many just brilliant ideas floating within you, and you can trust those. Like you can trust those. That's the message of She Sells, and what we do here is you can trust yourself. You can trust your desires. Thank you so much for the hearts. You can trust your instincts, and you can trust your way of doing things too. Okay. So, Mary, Michelle, good morning. We're just wrapping for today. So go back and watch the beginning of this if you want to hear about how to visualize and some really important keys. And I'll recap kind of from the beginning, just real quick. Sedona update for those of you who came in towards the end. We've got 1 week left on the early bird discount, 1 week. So elisearcher.com/Sedona. If you want to get in on the early bird discount, if you're going to do it, you might as well get the discount. It's a good one. And I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. Send me a DM if I can be of service in any way. And I will be back on Monday morning at 8:30 Eastern every morning, every weekday morning. You can join for these morning sales supercharges. So much love to each of you. I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Go out and use the beautiful power of your subconscious mind and visualizing. And I will see you on Monday. Lots of love. Bye for now.